I know. For bus or.
We get.
Time to fold open tomorrow, Ange.
Meeting with McGinnis tomorrow,
Oh.
building it.
Six.
Yeah.
The 9th, isn't it?
I think so.
They're doing the HA.
Yeah, that's why we wanted to get things moving. Yeah, try to coordinate with them.
They came to see Jack for Jack. I don't even know, they meet different. Yeah.
Alright.
Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ask clerk to take the roll
Supervisor Mike Malenko,
here.
Counselors Mannion,
Here.
Joy,
Here.
Clayhood. Here. Chiarenza,
Here.
and Alex is not here, and Max is absent today.
Any reason to deviate the order of the agenda? With that, I'll go right to police department October activity report. Morning, Jamie.
Good morning, how we doing today? Just wanted to get this done in the first meeting, because I figured it just flow better than coming at the end of the month for October. Regarding our patrol division for the month, responded to 2,522 calls. Had 115 arrests, 21 felony arrests, 91 misdemeanors, and 3 violations. And 538 traffic stops were completed. I didn't break down how many tickets and warnings. We get a lot of warnings. 68 total domestics, 138 accidents, and we had 6 DWI arrests. So it kind of stays the same every month, as you can see. We did have 2 vehicles that were involved in auto accidents. We heard about the one at the beginning of the month where the officer was clearing an intersection, responding lights and sirens to a large fight call at an apartment complex. He was out of work for 5 days. He's back to work now. That car is being looked at by insurance company, but I'm sure it's going to be totaled out. We had another officer that was in a parked vehicle at Marshall's Plaza, and a school bus took a wide turn and hit our parked police car, causing some damage to the front end, but the car is in service. We just got to fix that car. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. We're in a legal parking spot, so got struck. We did get a vehicle back that's been out for a while. Vehicle 137 came back into service. It had been involved in an auto accident early spring or summertime. So we lost one, we gained one. If we could just, if we could keep them all in service, that'd be excellent. So we'll see what happens to that one. But I'm sure the one that got T-boned there is going to be gone. For criminal investigation division, our caseload is relatively low at 38 total cases. They closed out 9 cases for the month at 7 arrests. They're doing 4 backgrounds right now, potential 4 new candidates and new hires. Good thing about having a low caseload down there is we're allowed to use them in different capacities. So an investigator did our in-service EVOC training. And then he assisted another agency doing some EVOC training, which is nice to get out, work with other agencies and build those relationships. And then hopefully moving forward, if our caseload is stays low, we'll start doing some warrants. We have 370 outstanding warrants that we have to work on. It's about where it stays, it's between 370 and 400. By law, we have to work on those. So right now, it's something we're trying to get back into. Which leads me into, we did a warrant sweep on the 30th of October, went to county. We assigned a sergeant and 3 officers to that. It's countywide. And our units made 2 arrests on DWI warrants, had 3 misdemeanor penal law arrests, 1 felony, 1 new felony arrest from that. That was just good to get out with the different agencies and once again just work on our warrants and stuff, but build those relationships. We're gonna continue to do that. This month you'll see, we're putting out some extra cards for, Stop DWI, especially on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. The officers wanted to do that, so we had the funds to do that, so, we'll have an extra card out on, Fridays and Saturdays, and then on Thanksgiving, a couple cards. Or not Thanksgiving, on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Community policing, for the month, we had the trunk or treat that we participated in on the 19th of October. It was a great event, beautiful day. We really enjoyed ourselves over there. We sent a sergeant and 2 officers to Onondaga County Emergency Services Career Fair on the 23rd. And then I attended the Springfield Garden meeting on the 24th, meeting the neighbors up there. I think that was a good event, good to meet everybody. And then we did some other things. Our officers worked at Fright Nights, detail for the whole entire month, Friday through Sunday through the PBA. It's just good to be out, seeing everybody, meeting everybody, talking to everybody. Current staffing, not much has changed since the last meeting. So 6 vacancies. We do have 3 starting field training next Monday, which is awesome. One's on light duty, one's on disability, and one's in the military. We have gained some interest from 2 lateral transfers that we're working with, hopefully having them put their paperwork in. And then we're setting a meeting just to talk about things first. Talk about our department, kind of teach them about town DeWitt stuff. So hopefully that'll come to fruition in the new year.
Shane, where are they coming from?
One is interested from, I don't want to say it, but
Is it within the county?
no, outside the county.
Great,
Well,
okay,
they're outside the county, so
Okay.
just in case someone's watching our meeting here, I don't wanna sell them out to their to their departments before we can take
no,
them,
that's
so.
good,
But they're from outside the county,
Great.
so, and then we reposted the SPO openings on our Facebook page. We have 2 people interested, and Lieutenant Fuller is working with the school to get those interviews set up with the goal of at least having, if they are hireable, to have them start in January, when the next spring semester starts, I guess. So that's where we're at with the police department. Any questions?
The SPOs,
Yep.
from which, where were they, or how are they being recruited? Where were they recruited from?
So we just reposted our flyer to our Facebook page, but we changed it because there was some concern with like a cap on their retirement for their income. It's been an issue throughout New York State and county. There's some misinformation, but some confusion based on how much they could earn or not earn.
May change again next year.
Yeah, so we're hoping that the governor resigns with the extension on that. So we just reposted it, and with a little caveat that there is no cap to your income for retirees. I think that people knowing that, I think they put in because of that. So that's kind of a big change. You know, I already thought that they were gonna be capped. If they make too much money, that then it starts to hit their pension. So there's confusion throughout the state. There's some things that 2 systems don't talk to each other. Down in Albany, luckily we have contact down there that look into the retirees' information, kind of say, no, they're all set, they can work with no cap, and they're exempt from any.
Okay,
benefit.
and are you at liberty to say from what, where they were previously working, or what departments, or what?
Yep, one used to work here at town of the police department. And then the other one has been retired for some time, but had worked at Syracuse Police Department back in the day, and then I think currently works at an institution in the area, a college institution in the area.
Okay.
So if you have individuals apply for these positions, then the next step is, besides your internal hurdles, is they then get interviewed by the school district.
That's what we've done in the past, yes, in the past, we brought them in, they did an initial interview with some members from our police department, the town board. And then the school had another interview, and then there was a background conducted on them during that process.
And then the school district has the right.
That's the hiring authority of the school district, they have the final say in who gets hired, we don't, so.
We need more, correct?
We have three vacancies. So,
So basically, it's a wide open canvas right now.
yep, wide open, yep, so,
Any retired officer would be interested, we'd be interested too, I would.
yeah, of course, yep, and we do a background investigation to make sure that, you know, their background during their time of employment was, you know,
So you said a wide open canvas. My question is, how wide? Did you send it to Camp 415, which is the affinity group for officers in the city of Syracuse, retired as well, that could perhaps meet a need for a certain demographic or demographics within the Janesville, the Wynn School District? Did it go there?
We did not, so what we did is, Facebook, and I believe we put on Indeed, but, if you, I'll get the information from, we'll put it out to wherever we can to get it filled. I mean, I'm open to put it out to whomever, we're open to hire anybody, so. But we can definitely put it out to anybody, so. We will do that.
I'll get it to you.
Please do. Yeah, no, we want them filled. We just use Facebook and Indeed, but we're open to any off suggestions on how to get that out to, more people. In the past, we had sent it out through the Facebook, what do you call it, advertisement to where we put it across the state, so we had interest from out like, the Buffalo area. But yeah, we're willing to talk to anybody to fill these 3 openings, so definitely we'll talk to anybody. If you need that information, we'd be happy to.
I have a separate item, I need to converse with representatives of the city this week, and so I'll pass that along to them as well.
Please do, let them fill. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, point person Wade.
It's not gonna be a point. There actually is a list, so I'm requesting the approval to canvass the list first. The hire won't be until January 1st of next year. We probably wanna start the process now.
You canvass the list for the title.
Certainly, yeah.
I'll entertain a motion to authorize canvass. Jack, a second from Sarah. Call for the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Stay, motion's carried. Appoint clerk 1.
Yeah, so this was a little confusing. This was supposed to have finished the last meeting, but, we're civil service has added the clerk 1 to the recreation department. So we're requesting, to appoint Elise Miles to the clerk 1 position. Sandy would have done it, but she had a doctor's appointment.
Okay, so this is basically tantamount to a change in title for.
Just change in title, yes,
Yeah.
no word change.
Any further discussion? With that, I'll call for authorization to meet the clerk one, Lisa. I'll entertain a motion from Sarah, a second from Carrie. Call for the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion's carried. Okay. Purchase trucks.
So we budgeted for a plow truck and a brush truck this year, so we'd like to, it's in the budget. I'd just like to get approval to get the purchase orders put in basically, so we can get on the list to get these built next year. So the first one I'd like to talk about is a Mack plow truck. This would actually be plowing snow in a dump truck in the summer. Got some quotes from Beam Mac. Lowest is a 2026 Granite with Viking equipment for $264,175. Meets our spec, has an Allison automatic transmission. We didn't try Tracy on this because they're no Allisons and they're 2 or 3 years out for a Class A truck. Any questions on the Mac?
The Mac is Moy Road, right?
Yep.
Ultimate Zone, yeah. That did you go after the Sterling truck, or the Freightliner?
No, they're a Mac dealer and Volvo, not a Freightliner. It's a proprietary, basically.
Any other questions?
How much was it, Ryan?
264, 175,
It's with me,
completely outfitted, correct?
Yeah, okay, the motion from Joe, second. Jed, call for the vote, all in favor? Opposed? Staying, motion's carried. Water Department host.
I got 2 trucks, sorry, one more.
Oh,
brush truck.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
I did, yep. So the next one's a brush truck. This one would be a 2025 brush truck from Tracy Road Equipment. We tried last year to get a price from a Mac for a medium duty, and we tried again this year, and their frame and axle is a little too light. So I'm requesting authorization for the 2025 Freightliner brush truck with Henderson dump body from Tracy in the amount of $168,420. Any questions on that?
You get rid of anything, Ryan?
We have a 2001 Freightliner we'll be getting rid of once we take delivery.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
Another motion from Joe, second. Jack, I'll call for the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion is carried.
Thank you.
Okay, one of the discussions carried over again from last board meeting, I just wanted to have this again, we're having this meeting today, I asked department heads to get most of their business in. This would put us 3 weeks in a row, of board meetings, I believe right now, with the weather. It's gonna have any pressing issues, should it have a pressing issue, we could, schedule a special board meeting, but today, you know, it is Veterans Day and it's the holiday, so town hall will be understaffed. Is there a reason to reschedule the rest of November or just eliminate the 11th? Right now, our schedule would be the 11th and the 25th.
December 9th.
And December 9th.
We need a budget, a meeting for the budget
Yeah, we have to, and that has to be
for
by
the 20th.
for the 20th. So it makes sense to schedule in the middle at the 18th.
Do we want to do the 18th and then cancel the 11th and the 25th?
That's
Yeah.
the proposal.
Okay, great. Okay,
What time is gonna be?
It'll be regular time, 6
Yeah.
6 P.M. and
Maybe some things that come up between the 18th and December 9th. Hopefully do it in a meeting.
right,
Too.
yeah, we've got Thanksgiving.
Again, I foresee a couple things I might have, but
okay.
The town is always similar, and I find this in my day job as well. But the months of December and November are tantamount to almost 1.5 months. You lose considerable amount of productivity over Thanksgiving and Christmas week, the week between Christmas and January 1st. It's
We don't want the 25th also, or just the 18th?
just the 18th right now, we would cancel the 25th and the 11th.
Right.
And then schedule, do we need 2 separate motions, or do we need?
Any interest on doing the 18th at 5 P.M. or 5:30?
I can support that.
Again,
Our meetings will be going long, so if by chance by the 18th, we get, 2 pages of agenda items, it'd be nice.
we
to
do
get
have
on.
the budget,
I say we do it at, I would propose 5 P.M.
5 p.m.
That's okay with everybody.
how's the
Sure.
rest of the board feel?
Okay,
All right.
As long as we're rescheduling it.
it's gonna be dark out, so it feels.
Yeah, it's gonna be dark out to feel like 9 P.M.
All right, do we need, Ange, can it all be one resolution, or do we need?
I think it
so.
can be, yeah.
Okay, all right, so it's a resolution to cancel the 11th and 25th and schedule 5 P.M. meeting on the 18th.
Okay.
I'll entertain a motion from Bernard, a second from Joe, call for the vote, all in favor? Opposed? Abstained, motion's carried. Okay, the registry. Check register. Any questions? Comments?
I sent Carrie a couple of questions. I think one interesting thing is, and we see these budgets every month and Carrie quickly clarified it for me, but the key to business line that's on our weekly reports is the credit card account. And Carrie, I'll let you speak to who has credit cards and how that works.
Yep.
Because typically every month or every week, there's 10, 15 charges on that key to business, and it's a little hard to follow.
Yeah, so it's the town credit card. The comptroller's office has a credit card which basically encompasses all of the town upstairs. They have to come in and sign it out. Rocky has a credit card and, the police department have credit cards, so. Point of the credit card is really to be used for those purchases that can't be on a house account that we currently have. Like if they're staying at hotels, registration, for emergencies. We try to limit it, but sometimes people find it easier to use credit cards, so we do kind of see large. The limit for it is only 16,000, so it is a low limit.
Okay, good enough. I just wanted to kind of clarify that with everybody as we go through the check warrants every week or two.
They are good about filling out the paperwork, every time I miss something, she goes come back for a receipt, for signatures or whatever, so.
I think the big thing is Amazon. You can find a lot of stuff on Amazon, it's just easier.
That's generally what we use ours for. If they can't get a part, it's usually cheaper. We'll go there.
Then I am starting to examine that. I've resisted it for years. Every time I go out somewhere to get something, I can't get it for 3 weeks anyways. Amazon gets it the next day cheaper.
Probably because they own the entire product, so they're gonna delay everybody else.
Oh, it's breaking my heart.
Warehouse right
Breaking my heart to use them, but.
I mean, recreation is probably the second biggest users, because their programs. Wegmans and Walmart, we don't have house accounts with them, so they use our credit card.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to accept the check registers of October. Motion from Gary, a second from Jack. Call for the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion's carried. Any other public updates?
Rocco, do you do the water
Could we
department?
do just a posting for the
Oh.
water?
You skipped,
So I can start canvassing.
skip number 6, I was.
Number five.
Number 5.
Sorry about that. Gabe Rock, Water Department.
Yeah, we just like to post so we can start canvassing for a candidate.
Entertain a motion from Sarah, a second from Joe. Call for the vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any, motion's carried.
Thank
I don't know why I skipped it, because I put a Y next to it. Which triggered, yes. All right. Any other public announcements?
I reached out to, the Bulow Company for a scooter on private property. I contacted them, Carrie, and within 5 minutes, the woman texted me and said, they're coming right now, like they were in her yard picking it up. So, Paul was great. I think that, yeah, I don't know about the borders because Shapley's off of Randall and I'm not sure. It's a mile or so within the confines, so I don't know how it got there.
Yeah, I need to have another discussion with Theo because since I've had that conversation with them last week, they're all over the place.
That's all I noticed.
Yeah.
My neighborhood's real,
Yeah.
they ride them down from James Street to Midler Hill and they make it as far as Ballard going to the trailer park. And every day there's 3 of them, 4 right at the bridge. Every day,
There's numerous.
yep, it's amazing nobody runs them over. They leave them right on the shoulder.
I think the frustrating part, Carrie, is that private homeowners are trying to remove them, but they have no way to actually contact a human at the company. And,
It's frustrating.
right, they're not the ones that dumped it, but now they're responsible for finding a way to get it off their property.
So we ought to figure out how to put it on our website, just put his information on our website.
Should.
Let them call.
Theo Scooters, you know,
Good idea.
if you have an issue with Theo Scooters, here's the email and the phone number to call.
That's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
I don't know if it's just me, but my biggest concern is safety.
Mm-hmm.
Within the last 2 weeks, this conversation's come up. I think I've had almost hit 2 kids like.
But that, and the kids are right, but then the thing is, if they leave it on the shoulder, now you gotta go around the thing in the car, you're gonna hit the other, you know.
I just had a kid just shoot off to Thompson Road as I was coming through straight. He was behaving like I was gonna take a right hand turn. And literally had to stand on my brakes and miss him by less than.
I know what you're saying.
2 yards.
Yeah,
Speaking of that stuff, so yeah, anyways, it's
Maybe if they had 5 or more dogs, they'd stay home.
Any other public updates? I'll entertain a motion to enter executive session. Darren, and second from Dan, I'll call for the vote. Favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Same motion.
See you, chief.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.